In this video, I'll be discussing why broad match is better than exact match in 2026 inside Google Ads. So the big thing is that Google will always have more data than you ever will. That's another reason why manual CPC is one of those campaign types that is just becoming obsolete slowly but surely, because as Google gets more and more information about the users and their search intent, it's going to be better and better at using the smart bidding in order to find conversions. And this kind of goes into why broad match is better than exact match, is because essentially, when you were running exact match search terms, you were telling Google, hey, here's this keyword. You need to show my ad every time this keyword comes up, regardless of the search intent behind it. Google may even know that, hey, this person has been researching this product for 30 days. They're never going to buy. But because you've told Google, hey, no, you have to show my ad to whatever X search term is being targeted, you're forcing Google to spend money and additionally pay higher CPCs in order to force your ad to show up in front of that search term. Whereas with broad match, it knows that you're trying to get conversions, obviously, or purchases, whatever your goal is for the campaign. As long as you're feeding Google good data, which is why pretty much every campaign comes down to having good data in the account. If you're telling it, hey, when this type of action happens, whether it's somebody calling in for more than a minute or them making an actual purchase, that is a valuable event for our business. Google will then be able to use the loosened restrictions that you've given it to then go and find people that are actively interested in buying your product or becoming a lead, rather than you demanding Google show your ad to everybody. So instead of, hey, we're dipping in the market every single time this search term is searched, with broad match, Google basically is holding until, hey, this person's searching. We've seen their behavior on other platforms before, and it directly resembles other people who have converted with your ads. Then it dips your ad into the market at that exact time that it believes you are most likely to convert. On top of that, it will allow you to find more search terms and show up in front of search terms that you would have never thought would be valuable search terms to show for, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense why people are searching the things that they are before purchasing. However, because of all the data that Google is collecting, especially as AI and Gemini become more and more involved in people's lives, Google has all this data on what people are searching, what they're interested in. Quite frankly, what their hair color could be one of those things that Google's like, hey, redheads convert at a higher rate than brown-haired people at like a 1% higher rate. And so it's using all of these metrics, and obviously that's a joke, but you get the idea that Google just has all these random little metrics about the audience that you could just never possibly have inside the Google account. And so by allowing Google a little bit of flexibility, you allow it to, one, get lower CPCs, and two, time the market so that way your ad is only showing towards people that are the most likely to become conversions. A few quick caveats. This is not to say exact match never works. In some industries, it does work because for whatever reasons that the market conditions dictate, you need to have way more control over who is seeing your ads, because Google with broad match just goes way too wild. This also doesn't mean that you just want to leave broad match alone. It is very important that you're constantly monitoring search terms to make sure you're excluding search terms that are just obviously completely irrelevant, because Google will experiment a lot with your budget. Its goal is to spend your money as quickly as possible. So active management is still important to make sure that you are still refining where Google is actually showing your ads without being too restrictive by using that exact match feature. And I've talked about in another video on how you can actually use AI to go through all your search terms and save you hours of time and hundreds of dollars within just 5 or 10 minutes of uploading your data to AI and allowing it and talking with it about the data and telling you how exactly you should make certain search terms negative in order to prevent your ads from showing in the wrong auctions. So really hope this video helps. Please feel free to like and subscribe and help share this video with others, and we will see you in the next video.